Welcome back to episode 6 of IGCSE Biology Revision Series. Today we are exploring chapter 6, Plant Nutrition. By the end of this video, you will understand how plants make their own food through photosynthesis, the structure of leaves, and how environmental factors affect plant growth. Let's dive in. Plants are remarkable organisms. Unlike animals, they can make their own food with a process called photosynthesis. Let me break this down for you. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants synthesize carbohydrates from raw materials using energy from light. It's happening all around us, right now, in every green plant you see. The word equation for photosynthesis is simple. Carbon dioxide plus water gives glucose plus oxygen. And this happens in the presence of light and chlorophyll. For extended students, you need to know the balanced chemical equation. 6CO2 plus 6H2O gives C6H12O6 and 6O2. So where does this happen? Inside the chloroplast. These are specialized structures in plant cells that contain chlorophyll, a green pigment. This is why plants look green. Chlorophyll is absolutely crucial. It transfers energy from light into chemical energy, which is then used for the synthesis of carbohydrates. Without the chlorophyll, photosynthesis simply cannot occur. Now, what happens to the glucose that plants produce? Plants are incredibly efficient. They don't waste anything. The carbohydrates made in photosynthesis are used in five main ways. It is used as energy storage. The glucose is converted into starch, which acts as an energy storage. Think of it as a plant savings account. Then the cell walls. Glucose is used to make the cellulose, which builds strong cell walls, giving plants their structure and support. Respiration. Glucose is used directly in respiration to provide energy for all cellular activities. The transport. Glucose is converted into sucrose for transport in the phloem, the plant's transport system, moving nutrients around the plant. We will explore more about the transport in chapter 8. Then last is the nectar production. Some glucose is used to make nectar in flowers, which attracts insects for pollination. But wait, plants need more than just carbohydrates. They also need mineral ions, namely nitrate and magnesium ions. Nitrate ions are essential for making amino acids, which combine to form proteins. Magnesium ions are crucial for making chlorophyll. Without magnesium, no chlorophyll, and without chlorophyll, no photosynthesis. Photosynthesis occurs mainly in green leaves, but it can also occur in every green part of a plant. Let's look at why leaves are so perfectly designed for photosynthesis. Most leaves have two key features. They have a large surface area and they are thin. Why? A large surface area means more light can be absorbed. Being thin means carbon dioxide doesn't have far to travel to reach the photosynthesizing cells, and it allows light to penetrate throughout the leaf. Now, let's examine the internal structure of a dicotyledonous leaf. There's a lot going on here. Starting from the top, there is a waxy cuticle, a waterproof layer that reduces water loss by evaporation. There's an upper epidermis, a transparent layer allowing light to pass through. The palisade mesophyll cells. This is where most photosynthesis occurs. These cells are packed with chloroplasts and arranged like columns to maximize light absorption. The spongy mesophyll layer. These loosely packed cells have air spaces between them, allowing gases to diffuse easily to all cells. The air spaces allow carbon dioxide to reach photosynthesizing cells and oxygen to escape. The lower epidermis contains stomata for gaseous exchange. Lastly, we have the stomata and guard cells. The tiny pores, called stomata, are controlled by these guard cells. They open to allow carbon dioxide in and oxygen out, and close to prevent excessive water loss. We have the vascular bundles, which contain the xylem and the phloem. Xylem transports water and mineral salts up the plant. The phloem transports sugars and amino acids both up and down. We will learn more about the vascular bundles in Chapter 8. Every single structure is an adaptation for efficient photosynthesis. The palisade cells are at the top, capture maximum light. The spongy mesophyll layer creates a large internal surface area for a gaseous exchange. The stomata allow controlled gas exchange. It's all perfectly engineered. At this point, we all know the requirements for photosynthesis. They are the chlorophyll, light, carbon dioxide, and water. We can investigate through clever experiments what controls the rate of photosynthesis. We can test the presence of chlorophyll, light intensity, and carbon dioxide. Let's see the chlorophyll first. You can use a variegated leaf, one that has both green and white areas. After photosynthesis occurs, test for starch using iodine solution. Only the green parts turn blue-black, proving chlorophyll is necessary. Now for light. Cover part of a leaf with aluminum foil and leave a plant in bright light. After several hours, test for starch. Only the uncovered area test positive for starch, proving light is essential. Lastly, we have the carbon dioxide. Use a plant in a sealed container with soda lime, which absorbs carbon dioxide. Compare this with a controlled plant in normal air. The plant without carbon dioxide cannot photosynthesize. There is also another fascinating experiment using hydrogen carbonate indicator solution with aquatic plants. This indicator turns yellow in high carbon dioxide concentration, stays orange in normal air, and turns purple in low carbon dioxide concentration. In light, plants absorb carbon dioxide, turning the solution purple. In darkness, plants respire and release carbon dioxide, turning it yellow. This demonstrates that plants both photosynthesize and respire. Three main factors affect the rate of photosynthesis: light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, and temperature. Let's explore each one. Light intensity. As light intensity increases, the rate of photosynthesis increases, but only up to a point. Eventually, it levels off because something else is limiting. Maybe there's not enough carbon dioxide or temperature isn't optimal. Second is the carbon dioxide concentration. Similarly, increasing carbon dioxide concentration increases the photosynthesis rate, but again, only to a certain point. After that, even more carbon dioxide won't help if light or temperature is limiting. Lastly, we have the temperature. This one's interesting. As temperature increases, photosynthesis speeds up because molecules move faster and collide more frequently. But there is an optimal temperature, usually around 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. Going beyond this causes the enzymes controlling photosynthesis to denature. Their active site changes shape and they can no longer bind to substrates, and the rate drops dramatically. For extended students, there is a term you need to remember called limiting factor. This is the factor in shortest supply, the one that's preventing photosynthesis from going faster. In different environments, different factors are limiting. For example, in the early morning, light may be limiting. In the hot summer day with plenty of light, carbon dioxide might be limiting. In a cold day, a temperature might be limiting. Farmers use this knowledge in greenhouses. They provide artificial lighting to extend growing hours, increase carbon dioxide levels using heaters and carbon dioxide generators, optimal temperatures using heating systems. This maximizes the photosynthesis and crop yield. And that wraps up Chapter 6, Plant Nutrition. In this chapter, we explored how plants make their own food through photosynthesis, using light energy, carbon dioxide, and water to produce glucose and oxygen. We looked at the structure of the leaf, the role of chlorophyll, and the importance of minerals like nitrate and magnesium in healthy plant growth. You also learned about the factors affecting photosynthesis, light intensity, carbon dioxide concentration, and temperature, and how these relationships can be drawn in graphs and experiments. Here's an exam tip. Be confident explaining how each factor affects photosynthesis, and practice drawing and interpreting the photosynthesis rate graphs. These are frequent IGCSE exam questions. Next up, we will move into Chapter 7, where we will see how animals obtain and use nutrients through the process of human nutrition. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the next chapter in our Examify IGCSE Biology Revision Series. You can also join our free WhatsApp community for updates and live sessions. The links in the description below. And if you want to strengthen your revision pack, check out our Examify mock papers and topical revision packs created to help you study smart and score higher. Until next time, keep revising smart, stay curious, and keep exploring the science of life. See you soon in the next video.